Farm Guy here, and in this video we're going to be looking at and testing out all the updates to the Lizard Rumbler pickup. This is by ModPassion, not to be confused with the Rumbler van or Rumbler truck from Kaztan 18. This is the Lizard Rumbler pickup by ModPassion. There has been quite a substantial update, changelog 2.000, and I will read it out. Added new realistic sounds, added new models, the forage wagon, slurry tank, manure spreader, added for tipper with 3 hydraulic points, the reverse attachment to 3-point of other vehicles. I'll show you that. Added a new joint for Rumbler pickup for attached to trailer with a low joint. Added support for universal autoload, that's for PC only. Bug fixes, fixed the sound for manual transmission, and fixed unloading speed for tipper. So, a lot of improvements, but I did find a number of problems. So we'll go through each one as we go. But first of all, let's so the easiest way to find everything this has now is just to go to mods and DLCs, and we have the platform trailer was part of the original mod. That's been I'm going to say fixed, I think is what the proper word is. Then we have a forage wagon, slurry tank, and manure spreader, all of which we will look at. All of these have slot counts of anywhere from 3 to 9 slots, and the download is now 33.22 megabytes to download. So let's look at the pickup first. Nothing changes here. We have gear shift mode, automatic for diesel, automatic for electric, and then we have a manual gear shift for diesel. There's an issue with that. I'll show you that. Wheels, just rim, basically rim designs and a couple of maybe slightly larger wheels. Anything else in here? We do have a weight. So it doesn't show it, but it adds weight. It has 500,000, 2,000, and 3,000 kilograms to the vehicle. I would not recommend adding any weight to this vehicle, at least not for the most part, unless maybe you're using it to tow semi-trailers or something like that. Capacity, this is an interesting one. We have standard or 100. Is that million to, let me count the zeros, 120,000 liters of fuel. That's, yeah, I mean, that if you're using this for field work, maybe you want the extra fuel capacity. Colors are, I don't think anything has changed with the colors. So, let's go to the first attack. Well, let's hop into this. This is the automatic. So basically it's a CVT transmission. Let's get our help window on. This is a base model. It's 300 horsepower. And we'll take it for a little ride, shall we? And I have these things spread out everywhere. We'll talk about that once we get to them. There is a I did find a fatal flaw, as it were. But as you can see, it's quite smooth, and it goes up to the 74 miles per hour, no problem. And so everything should be good there. Now, let's go configure this. I didn't try the electric though. Okay, let's go try the electric. Diesel electric charge. So you hear the little electric sound, which is cool, good. Looks like the electric car only goes 31 miles per hour, and that's as fast as it goes. So that's another problem, unfortunately. So if you choose electric, you're not going to go any faster than 31 miles per hour. That's unfortunate. Looks like there's lots of things the modder has missed actually on these. So diesel manual mode. I, I don't like being critical, but when you miss something obvious like that, are you really testing it? Here's manual mode. It only goes 58 miles per hour. So is this on purpose? Is this purposely done? Maximum 58 miles per hour for the manual transmission? It doesn't... I don't think it's... No, it doesn't really mention that anywhere that I can see. But the electric is 31. Manual diesel is... What did I say? It's 58. And then if you go to the automatic, it's 74 with the CVT transmission. Right. Not that it doesn't work. It works fine. It's just the maximum speed is just not 74 miles per hour. So if you want the maximum speed, then you need to go with the automatic diesel. All right? Okay. So that's pretty much it for the truck. We do have a horn. Decent horn. Interior hasn't changed. It's the same, I think. I do believe it's the same. We have L1 and right stick, left and right, and up and down, windows and doors. R1, left and right, up and down, windows and doors. I think that was the same from before. Now, on to our first item that has been updated, and that is the tipper. So as you can see here, let's attach it. And also, as you can see, I have a lot of rocks in there. I have 1,612,795 liters. That is a lot of rocks. Now, if you recall, in the previous version, this was very slow to unload in the Unreal configuration. Now, that one we're gonna find into Tools and Miscellaneous, and there it is. So $2,500. 2,000 to 10 million liter capacity of literally every bulk item, even grapes. So that's nice. We have the platform. We have a platform with a 3-point, only a 3-point. We have a fifth wheel. We have gooseneck, and back to platform. Capacity is standard or 10 million liter. Tension belts, yes or no. Main colors, that's all. None of these things have changed. Those are all the same there. So that's where we're at. We have configured, let's see, we don't have to fasten the seat belts. Unload here. Yeah, we cannot put down the sides or anything like that. It's strictly just a tipper in this configuration. So, how fast does it unload? I have 1 million liters in here. Let's unload it. And it unloads almost instantaneously. So that is good. And it does handle the weight. The weight is not there with the Unreal configuration. Right. What else can it do? Let's see. Well, without the 3-point, with the 3-point, it'll hook to everything. But we have a hitch on there, as you can see. So let's go ahead and test out a couple of trailers, see what it'll hook to. And then we'll move on to the next. Well, actually we won't. There is one more feature of this that is very interesting. So it will hook up to a ball hitch, as you can see there. Now it said added new joint for rumbler pickup to attach the trailer with a load joint. I guess that's what this is. Right, okay, so there is the pin hitch. See how it changed? So let's unhook that, and then there's the ball hitch there. You see that ball hitch that appeared after I disconnected that? Ball hitch connects to the ball hitch. Very nice. Okay, so that is that. Now, there is one more feature to this tipper that I find very interesting. If we disconnect that, and take a tractor, for instance, with a 3-point link. And we pull up behind. Pull up behind. You can attach it to a 3-point link on the front side, not the back side. Front side. Now, why is that significant? Well, in the mod description, the picture shows a forage harvester. However, base game forage harvesters do not have a 3-point link on the back. Now, there are ways to attach a 3-point link to the back of a harvester. I don't have that mod right now, but this clearly demonstrates that you can hook it up to a 3-point link. So any 3-point link on any kind of machine, truck, tractor, or whatsoever will hook up to this, and you can transport that so that, handy on the back of a forage harvester for sure, because you can use the 10 million liters to fill with chaff. And and then when it's full or you're done with it, you can drop it down, and then your truck can come along, attach it, and away you go. So when I finally figured out that's what was going on, I had already, set everything up. So I don't have the ability to demonstrate that particular application, but I think you get the idea. All right, moving on to the, oh dear. Let's oh dear. Okay, let's talk about the slurry spreader, shall we? Okay, the slurry spreader. Now let's find that in tools and slurry tanks. And there it is, $20,000, 3,200 liters to 10 million liters, 5 to 10 meter working width, 9 miles per hour, digestate, and slurry. We have standard capacity of standard or 10 million liters. We have a spreader plate that spreads at 10 meters. We have an 8-meter drag hose or a swivel distributor. Now I have the spreader plate on this at the moment. Now you could go anywhere, fill it up. We'll fill it with slurry. There we go. Operation is quite simple. I have precision farming turned on, but that doesn't, it will still operate the same way. Turn it on, it spreads slurry. Right? It's all good. Tested this version out. It works fine. It's a little slow with, it does not like having the weight on there driving around. 15 miles per hour is not, apparently another problem. It doesn't like the weight of 3,100 liters. It does need quite a bit of tweaking to get this tweaked. So let's just go with the drag hose now. Drag hose works pretty simply. L1 and X unfolds it. There is a little bit of quirkiness to the worker when using this. We'll just show you the turnaround on this particular piece of equipment. Otherwise it works fine. The worker works fine with it. It works fine as a spreader. When they turn around, it gets a little off center, shall we say. But so as you can see there, he doesn't quite line up, but he gets straightened out and away he goes. All fine and good. And let's crawl back. All right. The last configuration of this is nothing we haven't seen before, but we have the swivel distributor. Looks like the manual transmission needs some work other than the top speed. Yeah, can't get out of second gear with a load. All right, so swivel distributor. L1 and right stick left and right. We can aim up and down, left and right. Let's put it off to the right. If you can see here, there you go. Oh, up and down, left and right. Let's go all the way up. How far up can you go? Okay. Let's turn it on. And there we go. So we can lower it. So it doesn't really increase or decrease the spreading. You can see the pattern it has. You cannot hire a worker with this. It is strictly just basically a spot. If you have a little spot on your field that you want to spread some slurry, that's pretty much what you use it for. Now, what is the problem besides, well, your vehicle? Let's go switch this to not a manual, because this is very painful. Diesel, automatic, yes. So let's see if it still drags its behind with a load of fuel or load of, yeah, no, it's not, it's fine. All right, so I have the same one over here, except I have configured this to the unrealistic capacity, and I have 27,000 liters of slurry in there, which is not 10 million liters. However, if you notice here, the weight is too much for this poor little truck, even when it's only 27,000 liters. And as you can see here, so if you're going to put the 10 million liters in there, you won't even be able to move this thing. It's stuck. So obviously the modder has not accounted for the weight, the extra volume. I have not accounted for the weight of the actual product, which is quite unfortunate, because they have done that with the tipper, but they obviously have not done that. As a matter of fact, they haven't done that with any of the new items, unfortunately. They all work. Oh, I've done it again. I'm such a terrible driver today. Case in point is the forage wagon. There it is, $21,500. Again, 12,000 liters or 10 million liters, 10 mile per hour working speed, all your usual forage stuff. Capacity is standard, or 10 million liters. We'll go 10 million just because. Colors haven't, we got main color, we didn't show the color options on the tank, did we? Design color there, and the other design color, oh, that's that. So there's that. Let's just go back to slurry tanks. I didn't show the colors. I'm just kind of disappointed with design color is the only thing we got there, so that's probably why I didn't. Yeah. Right. Okay. So basically lower the pickup and turn it on. That's where it's at. The pickup, everything works well, but as you'll see, as we okay, I did not configure this to Unreal, I guess. Obviously not. As you can see, it works quite well, fills up, and there we go. So in the lower capacity configuration, you can unload here. Unloads fairly quick. $12,000 liters is a fair bit, as you can see. However, let's drive over to the one where I configured at the Unreal capacity. And as you will shortly see, it too has an issue with weight. This has 46,000 liters of grass, and the rear tires have collapsed, and we can no longer move. So, again, poor testing on the modder's part, I guess, or maybe something has not translated to console, but I kind of doubt that. We can unload. Let's see how fast it will unload. Pretty well, we'll see. I mean, it's how much can we unload before it yeah, there we go. So unloading is not a problem, it's the weight that's the problem, unfortunately. Right, so quickly moving on to our final one is the manure spreader. And if you hadn't guessed it already, it also has the same problem with the weight. But I will show you the operation in standard mode. You can fill it up anywhere you like. That you can get manure. I've got it at a fill point here. L1 and X unfolds it. You can hire a worker. We can hire a worker. There we go. Where do you find it? Manure spreaders. There it is, $20,000. We have 10,000 liters, or sorry, 10 million liter capacity, or the standard. I would not recommend the 10 million liter capacity, as we will show you in a minute. We do have some adjustments, L1 and right stick, left and right. You can manually do that, but if you do that and then hire a worker, it will just automatically default to a standard setting. The worker will, worker's fine with it. They turn around nicely, all that stuff. Everything's good. Again, if you put more than, say, 15,000 liters in it, it's going to collapse the rear tires like you see here, and it won't move very far. So again, a severe problem with the weight. And you can't unload. Can we unload? No, I can't. I don't think we can unload it either. So once it's in there, toggle work mode. Oh, you could go. Oh, there we go. We can go right or left side. I didn't see that first. Yeah. Right. So I don't. Can we unload it? No, I don't think we can. No. So you're hooped, and yeah, it stays in the ground. So yeah, there you go. Some things were fixed. The things that were added have issues. Unfortunately, the transmission on the manual transmission has some serious issues. But anyways, right. I don't think it shows pallets, but I don't see an auto load for pallets on console. So if you're wondering if it has auto load, pallet auto load, no, not on console. Just in case you're wondering. But there you go, that's the update to the Lizard Rumbler PickUp by ModPassion on Farming Simulator 22. Thank you all for watching, and remember, it's only a game, so till the next one, bye for now.